I've got it. I turn to the whiteboard and write freezing in the middle. Then I cross it out and slap the board with my hand. What we thought was a freezing function is actually something else. Man, I never would have guessed that one. Ew, an achievement. Time travel paranoia. That's fair. Hey, you. Can you see us? I don't know, guys. Can we see him? Why won't you answer? I'm asking you a question. Yes? You on the other side of this? Blah, blah, blah. You on the other side of the monitor? I mean, I would answer if I was given the option to. Your silence only strengthens my hypothesis. Fucking mad scientist. I suppose that from your perspective, it appears that we are the ones inside the monitor. But that's where you're wrong. Goodbye, Fourth Wall. Yep. Rest in peace, Fourth Wall. Nice knowing ya. For it is you who are inside. Your reality is nothing but lies and shadows. Naturally, that includes you too. Oh no, he knows I'm a VTuber. Ah. True reality is on this side of the screen. Keep telling yourself that, Rentaro. Don't believe me? I don't blame you. Few are those who can handle the truth. Okay, buddy. But no matter. I shall speak in simpler terms. Easy enough for even you to understand. Okay, because some of the words that you've been using are been fucking massive words that I don't know. I did not execute that very well. The fourth wall is made of LCD panels. This is the Future Gadget Laboratory, located in the Akihabara district of Tokyo. We call it simply the lab. Our purpose is to shatter the system and plunge the world into chaos. I think the world is plenty into chaos without that, sir, but okay. Really? You shouldn't do bad things, Okanin. Quiet. I'm a mad scientist, remember? Oh, cool. They're fellow anarchists. From the station, head down Chudori until you reach Sueichiro Station. Then take a left onto Kuramaibashi Dori. In the alley before the traffic light, you'll find the run-down Ohiyama building. The lab is on the second floor. That is quite a mouthful of words right there. On the first floor is a store of ill repute called the Brawn Tube Workshop. You can't miss it. It deals exclusively in CRT monitors, of all things. Can you imagine? Even in the heart of Akihabara's electric town, the demand for CRTs is practically non-existent. Sir, you seem to be under the impression I'm on the same continent as you. I mean, he's apparently God, so... Oh, I could use any CRT. What about the CRT you have on the floor in the freaking living room? I think you have enough CRTs. Stop. Let's say intervention. What was that address again? Bruh. It dead? You're dead. If it's dead, why is it still here? I think. Wow. You're not even sure. You pay so much attention to your own CRT. Shameful, shameful. But the proprietor of the Brawn Tube Workshop, Tenoji, is the owner of the building. I was so close to reading Tenoji as Tenshoin. Fucking Aichi. That's how he can afford to maintain his ridiculously niche hobby shop even as land value continues to rise. I'm hating how slow the fucking text is loading for like the voiced parts. He may seem a rough sort, but he was no match for my charisma. Now the entire second floor is mine for next to nothing. Can you speed up the text at all? I'm not sure at this point because I don't know how to get to the menu. Uh, nope, let's not do that. Um, nope, not that one. No, that's not quite it either. Oop, indeed. Yep, that's what I hit first, buddy. Escape. That wants me to quit the game, and no thank you. Cute. Nope. Macaroon is cuter though. W. Nope. Nope. R. No. Okay. I got no ideas. That's okay. We'll live. Next, we have our resident cosplayer and only female member, Lab Mem number 002, Shina Mayuri. Call me Mayushi. I like making costumes more than wearing them. And last, we have our resident super haka, Lab Mem number 003, Hashira Itaru. Stop calling me that. It's super hacker, duh. Here, at the Future Gadget Laboratory, we devote ourselves to the art of invention. I've been misspelling Tuturu for years now, apparently. Indeed, indeed. I'm surprised you're only now noticing. We've already gotten some Tuturus from her. Actually, that reminds me. That means my stream title is incorrect. I will fix it. I will add the extra T. There we go. For details, see our lab's homepage. Our top priority, of course, is to develop weapons for the war with the Dark Dominion, but that research has spawned a number of offshoot inventions. In fact, that's all it spawned. I see. Our arsenal of future gadgets is up to 8, but this is just the beginning. I have a total of 108 inventions to create. That's a lot of inventions to create, my dude. Like in that tennis manga, right? I get it. No, it's the number of earthly desires and mortals, you at-channel junkie. And I thought I told you not to interrupt me when I'm talking. Priorities. Yeah, wouldn't want to interrupt you talking to yourself. I'm not talking to myself. Can't you see? I'm talking to the person behind the monitor. Yeah, priorities. Ah, he just grinned. What are you grinning about, damn you? You don't even exist outside that monitor. Well, that's very rude of you to say. Don't say don't look at. Just say don't look at me. I can read so fucking good. I don't think that's gonna work. It appears our attempts to communicate have failed. It's sad to see someone so deeply in denial of reality. No, poor baby. Maybe they think we're in the game. I doubt it's even occurred to them. But aren't your 2D girlfriends the same way? That's different. Those girls are my wives. Nobody cares about your harem. But Mayushi touched upon a very interesting theme, you know? What if we actually just blah 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 blah? What if we're actually just characters in a game? Any way we can know for sure? No. Come on. Such questions are meaningless. Our time is better spent thinking of ways to destroy the system. Nice tuny build, bro. I step back from the monitor. The fuck is that? Displayed on the screen is the ugly, cute character Alpacaman. Disgusting. This is a game called Alpacaman 2, where you speak to Alpacaman via a microphone and watch him react. Is that what he was doing? It's clearly Alpacaman, suck you. Shut up. Was he really talking that way to fucking up Alpacaman? I know he's unhinged, but Jesus. The game exploded in popularity when it was released 10 years ago, but personally, I find only the ugly part of ugly cute to be true. Valid. I bought it yesterday, 500 yen used, headset included. I turned to Daru with a menacing glare. Shut it, Haka. I know it's Shinibyo patient. I sweep my hair back and flash a devilish grin. I am Hoyoin Kyoma. That's your character's name, right? Oh, Daru. Your communication skills are beyond repair. Oh, dear. I'll have you know, I go to a ton of offline meets, and I'm always the life of the party. This fat, bespectacled guy, blah blah, this blah 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 blah. This fat, bespectacled guy is my brother-in-arms right-hand man, Hashida Itaru, nicknamed Daru. I think it's definitely ugly cute, but in the same way that one weird electric pet of the man-faced fish from ages ago is, you know, as opposed to the ugly cute of a pug. I don't even want to know what you're referring to at all. Do not clarify. Do not test that me saying you do not clarify. Genuinely do not clarify. That sounds horrifying. Anyway. He's a hardcore otaku. You can always find him in front of the computer, playing games and watching anime. He has 2D wives of whom he cheats with 3D maids. I don't agree with his preferences, but to him, anything's fine as long as it's moe. He's the reliable and skilled partner who brings my ideas to fruition, despite his insistence that software is his forte. He shows remarkable aptitude with hardware as well. Oh, the needle bit my finger. That is a very cute way of saying you poked your finger with a needle. Over here, nursing a pricked finger, we have Shina Mayuri, a 16-year-old high school student, if you can believe it. I've known her since we were both small. She's also an otaku. Nowhere near Daru's level, though. This ditzy girl is in charge of the lab's official costume division, for women, and today she's working on the costumes at her usual leisurely pace. Why does the Future Gadget Laboratory need costumes for women? It doesn't. The truth is that Mayuri is completely useless. Still, there's no way I would ever kick her out. After all, she was the first one to join the Future Gadget Laboratory. I still remember the day Mayuri first came to the lab. It was spring. She said to me, Mayushi is Okarin's hostage. I belong here. For women, yes. Well, that certainly was cryptic. but her offer was my salvation. For she was the first to join me on my magnificent quest. She saved me from a solitary life on the run from the organization. I will never forget her kindness. Minority doesn't have to be useful. Her being here is enough. I'm sexist but would never admit to it out loud. So, did Alpacaman say anything? Nope, nothing. The human-faced alpaca inside the monitor was completely unresponsive. So unresponsive, you'd think the game was bugged. Whatever, I give up. Never again will I play this boring game. Damn antisocial alpaca. I curse his name and smack the TV. As soon as I do. The TV makes it sound like it shorted, and then the screen goes blank. I changed the channel. I think the game might be bugged. Alpacaman, not Steins Gate. Thank you for clarifying. But yeah, just a little bugged. Nothing. Check the power cable. Nothing. Whack it again. Nothing. I guess it's broken. Damn. This chroma TV is on lease from the Braun Tube workshop downstairs. It's probably just old. Yo, is that a squishmallow on the couch? No. You made Mr. Alpaca angry. Damn, I'll have to get it repaired later. It looks like a Oopa Squishmallow. I know it can't be because the game's from 2009, but still. Goodness, you guys. It's definitely an Oopa plush. Oopa merchandise. I turn off the TV and lie down on the couch. I'm fed up with the humidity of Japanese summers. I stare at the conspicuous stain on the ceiling while fanning myself. Words. I close my eyes. And what naturally comes to mind is that impossible scene I saw an hour ago. They're gone. As I left Jadikon, everyone vanished before my eyes. I can't explain it. And it wasn't just the people on the street. The people in the stores, gone. In the restaurants, gone. Even the cars vanished, drivers and all. And it all happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly, an empty city spread before me. I could still hear the music from the stores, but those catchy melodies were the only sounds of life remaining. Heat was rising from the asphalt in waves, but I felt only a cold chill down my spine. Not just the men, but the women and the children too. Gone. Absolutely gone. Never to be seen ever again. I just stood there, breathless, until... What's wrong? Mayuri's voice brought me back to reality. Mayuri hadn't disappeared. She was right there, looking at me with questioning eyes. Everyone disappeared. Just now, right? Huh? You saw it too, right? Just now? Before her very eyes. Panic took hold of the enormity of what had just happened struck me. What? Panic took hold as the enormity of what had just happened struck me. What are these fucking words? Unable to control myself, I grabbed Mayuri by her slender shoulders and shook her. Shaky, shaky. Did you see it, Mayuri? You saw it, right? Enormity as in enormous? I guess that makes sense. Mayuri's head flopped back and forth from my shaking. Be gentle with your Mayuri. I didn't see anything. You didn't? I stopped shaking her and looked straight into her eyes. She returned my gaze with eyes clear as glass marbles. Why are her pupils rectangles? You saw nothing? Nothing at all? There were people here a second ago, weren't there? There were? Even the store employees are gone. That's impossible by any measure. Of course. Of course they are. Her reply didn't make any sense. It was like this when we got here. Oh, I know. You're seeing things, aren't you? I'm sure it's because of the heat. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. How could she laugh at a time like this? I mean, you're just fucking insane, man. I always thought she was a bit strange, but maybe her brain is actually broken. I think you might want to self-reflect first before you say that about others. I realized that she couldn't help me. With nowhere else to turn, I looked up at the bright blue sky. There wasn't a cloud in sight. The scorching summer sun shone bright through the gaps between Akiba's buildings. It would be something they have in common, yeah. Naturally, my eyes drifted to the top floor of Radikan, where I had been just a moment before. Yep, that's definitely still there. There it was, an enormous machine, like some kind of satellite, embedded in the roof of the building where, not 5 minutes before, I had found Makise Kurisu's body in a pool of blood. What happened to her? Just before everyone disappeared, I could have sworn I heard an ambulance siren. Makise Kurisu might still be in that dark, narrow passageway, cold, bloody, and alone. The thought disturbed me, but the question at the forefront of my mind was, what the hell is that satellite doing there? That is an excellent question. Right before Dr. Nakabachi's presentation, the building had shook like a bomb had exploded. The roof door lock had been broken, and beyond it someone had placed a satellite-like machine, shrouded in smoke and glowing dust. When I first saw it, the satellite was on the rooftop. But that's not what I was seeing now. The satellite had penetrated the top floor of the building, obliterating the room where Dr. Nakabachi's press conference had been held. It must have fallen out of orbit without burning up in the atmosphere somehow. I knew it was crazy, but what other explanation could there be? The real question was, when did that happen? Mayuri, about that satellite. Yep. What a surprise, huh? What do you mean? What was a surprise? It made a huge kaplow sound. A huge kaplow. It certainly did make a sound. But I don't think it was kaplow. I'd say it was more of a zzz. Did that satellite fall out of the sky? Did it? Do you think any aliens were on board? Please, Mayuri. Had I lost my mind? What I had seen didn't match at all with what Mayuri was saying. Suddenly, nothing seemed real. Had I dreamt it all? Perhaps. Hey, you two. Just then, a uniformed policeman ran up to us, his expression stern. What do you think you're doing here? This is area blah 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 blah. This area is off limits. You have to leave. Her face, indeed. We're sorry. First, my good man, let's call you Officer A. I have one question. Officer A? Thousands of people just vanished. You saw it too, didn't you? What are you talking about? Get out of here. I was quickly losing confidence in my own memories. I decided to tell him about Makise Kurisu and get him to call an ambulance, but before I could... Look, I don't have time for your nonsense. The policeman took me by my upper arm and said, no one got stabbed at Radikan. Oof, that's specific. What? How could you say that with such certainty? While I was still trying to comprehend the situation, the policeman forcefully led us away. We were escorted up to UPX and released. There were people at UPX, like usual. Actually, there were far more people than usual. The place was packed. Just as Officer A had said, Chirodori had been blockaded by police, so nobody could enter. There was nothing we could do, so we headed back to the lab. There is no war in There is no war in Ba Sing Se type vibes, indeed. And that brings us to the present. I'm baffled. Did the whole hour since the beginning of Nakabachi's presentation really happen? I check online for any news. The net is buzzing about the mysterious machine that crashed into Radikan. All of the major stations of Tokyo, even To TV, are running special bulletins about it. Fortunately, it doesn't look like anyone was hurt, but Chirodori is still closed off. Akihabara Station is jammed with reporters and curious onlookers. Nobody has mentioned anything about the disappearance of thousands of people from Akibio streets, nor about Makise Kurisu's murder. Did the last hour happen? Well, you're in a visual novel. You're in a visual novel, so yes but no. Indeed, indeed. It's all a mystery. A mystery? I see. So that's it. From the sofa, I spring to my feet, a wide grin on my face. Dari and Mayuri turn and stare. This is all an elaborate cover-up by the organization. Their influence has corrupted local law enforcement, which means our entire government may already be under their control. My God! Dearie, my. But they underestimated me, for I am not so easily played. One day, I will expose their deeds and put an end to their reign. Rintaro, he's a little insane. Having come to a satisfactory conclusion, I take a celebratory bottle of Dr. P, my favorite soda, from the fridge. I guess that is a good time for me to drink some of my Doc P. He sound more credible if he blamed the Illuminati on God. Honestly, yeah, that's okay. The lab had no air conditioning. Ice-cold drinks are essential. Valid. Elixir intellectualis. A drink fit for a genius. Why is he like this? Coal is better. I have to disagree with that strongly, Itaru. Anime and their Dr. Pepper knockoffs, indeed. I like that they just left it at Doc P. And, well, I guess, yeah, that's how mages referred to it at first. But then when asked to elaborate, she said, Doc Tier Popper. Yes. The mages references are making so much more sense. Cola is not better, though. Shameful. Shameful, Itaru. O'Connor really loves his Dr. P. Indeed, indeed. I pity the man who knows not the greatness of this beverage. Mwahaha. The organization is behind this. Well, I guess. But which one are you talking about? You know, the one. Yeah. He keeps just saying the organization, but that's okay. You already knew he's fucking insane. Step through the curtain dividing its center, and you'll enter the heart of the future gadget laboratory, the development room. Just as the name implies, this is the room where we develop future gadgets. Needless to say, it is strictly off limits to outsiders. Yes, I know the setup is cheap. I would much rather have an airlock than a curtain, but our research budget is already scraping the bottom of the barrel. 5G Truth Alcabe. No. Besides, what's important isn't money, it's ambition. I poke Daughter and bid him follow me into the development room. Okay, that's a sentence. All of the windows here are weather stripped with packing tape, so it's dim. And hot, almost like a sauna. I've been wanting to buy an air conditioner for the lab, but there's no money for that. We're currently accepting donations. I am also currently accepting donations. Thanks for the plug. Upon entering the development room, I picked up the lab coat that's lazily draped on the chair and put it on. I always wear a lab coat in the development room, for practical reasons as well as symbolic ones. Daru, however, refuses to wear his. Is that a fucking toaster oven next to their desktop? I mean, either that or it's a microwave that turns humans and food into goo. Putting it on and taking it off is apparently too much trouble for him. He can't be bothered to do anything that doesn't interest him. It's men like him who give our generation a bad name. Sure. His lab coat, purchased from my own pocket money, I might add, just sits on the shelf. It's never been worn and probably never will be. Shameful, shameful. Daru, is the plan progressing smoothly? What plan? Daru gives me a blank look. I sigh and turn his attention to the table in the middle of the room. Sitting majestically on top of the table is a commercial-grade microwave oven. It's significantly larger than newer home models. Clearly, it's an air fryer. No, it's a microwave oven. Come on. The plan, as in the plan, obviously. I'm talking about the blah, 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 blah. I'm talking about perfecting gadget number 8. Oh, that. How was I supposed to know what you meant? Why is that power suppy right next to it? Power suppy? What's a power suppy? Do I want to know what a power suppy is? Power supply. That makes a lot more sense. Power suppy. You've known each other for what, 3 years now? We went to high school together, and now we're going to the same university. We share an inseparable bond, like prison cellmates. He's only been a lab member for 2 months, though. We were in different classes junior year, and actually, we didn't talk at all. So, 2 years? Details. The point is we've known each other a long time. I expect you to keep up with me here. Kinda sad that 3 years is a long time to them, but I guess that's fair. That's fair, I guess. Not everyone can have known their best friend for nearly a decade. Nope. Awkward silence. Man, all I wanted to do was have one of those cool cryptic conversations where we talk about plans and preparations and other important sounding stuff, but no one knows what it means except us. Shut down again. So, are we any closer to figuring out what's wrong with gadget number 8? Not yet. Oh boy, website. Well, if you go to futuregadget-lab.com and see if it's an actual website. Chini Okabe, yeah. So far, the Future Gadget Laboratory has completed a total of 8 inventions. They're high schoolers. 2 or 3 years is the majority of most significant shared experience yet. Only one of them is a high schooler. The other 2 just started university. Someone's not paying attention. As I explained to Alpacaman, the lab's primary goal is to develop weapons for the war against the Dark Dominion, led by the organization that rules the world from the shadows. At present, we haven't completed any inventions of that sort. On the contrary, we haven't even figured out what we should make. Oh dear. But along the way, we have managed to create some ingenious, future-ish gadgets as byproduct of our research. A non-functional microwave oven. Oh my god, it's a real website and it looks just like it does in the game. The website is real. Excellent, excellent. I'm glad you two have checked. It is a fundamental truth of science that great inventions are often created by accident. In other words, serendipity. Blah, blah, blah. Serendipity. Okay, I did read it right. It's also scalable on mobile. Beautiful. Allow me to introduce our glorious future gadgets. Gadget number 1, the bit particle gun. Gadget number 2, the bamboo helicam. Gadget number 3, could this be Ora Ora? Oh boy. Gadget number 4, mode snake. Which makes the Web 1.0 aesthetic even more hilarious. I can imagine. Gadget number 5. Once again, I've made a worthless object by Goemon. Mode snake, indeed. But fucking once again, I've made a worthless object by Goemon. I think that one's my favorite. Gadget number 6. The Siloom Saber. Gadget number 7. Ghost in the Ball. They can all be seen on the website Daru made, so feast your eyes upon the product of a mad scientist's genius. Anyway, our current problem is future gadget number 8, the phone wave, name subject to change. Phone wave is a pretty weak name, so I've added name subject to change to the end until we come up with something better. For the record, it was Mayuri's idea, not mine. When a future gadget is completed, the 3 of us discuss what to name it. There is a section under future gadget with drawings of them. Beautiful, beautiful. I prefer names based on mythology, or names with hidden meanings that need extra explanation to understand. Daru thinks my naming style is too ridiculous. He just doesn't have a passion for words like I do. You indeed have a passion for words, and I have struggled so much because of you, you little bitch. Mayuri can't be bothered to remember difficult names. She says they don't fit in her head. That is valid. And so, our opinions on gadget names are always split. But I digress. The phone wave, name subject to change, is, in fact, a remote-controlled microwave. You put food into the microwave before you leave, then on your way back, call the attached cell phone to start the heating process. Voila! Hot food ready for your arrival. So it's basically a piece of junk. A few days ago, however, we discovered that the phone wave, name subject to change, has a second unintended capability. Our brave, or possibly just ditzy, Mayuri had made it her daily routine to heat some frozen fried chicken by remote control. Long story short, she was defrosting her beloved juicy chicken number 1, as usual when the unexpected happened. The chicken came out more frozen than when she'd put it in. The microwave refroze the chicken. That's what I was expecting. I was expecting it to become goo. But nope, it just became more frozen. What the fuck? Since then, Daru and I have been searching for the cause. That's fair. Yeah, I refroze the chicken apparently. Fascinating. We tried copying what Mayuishi did, but we just can't reproduce the freezing phenomenon. And when we tried to freeze a banana, it turned out really weird. I just don't get it. Daru, now looking completely fed up with the heat, starts fanning himself with his shirt. The timer on the microwave is made of vacuum tubes. The way that Hifumichi said yup makes me feel like that's supposed to be a spoiler. I don't like that. I know what he means by really weird. Let's see if we can't make it happen again. Mayuri, bring forth the bananas! Don't colon 3 me. Are you gonna turn them into gelbanas again? I swear to God if this goes where I think it's going. Well, apparently they become goo bananas before, so... Very mixed results at the microwave. Gel bananas. Yes. Bananas. That's been bugging me, Mayushi. Can you stop calling them gel bananas? I don't know, it's a fair name, though. But gel bananas are gel bananas. I take the bananas from Mayuri and stick the whole bunch into the phone wave, name subject to change. Why do you have to use the whole bunch? It's a waste of food. Your stinginess could cost us the battle with the organization. That's fine with me. Mayushi always buys the bananas, and now Mayushi can't eat a single one. Next time, we'll only do one banana. Why not start now? Whatever. But I already put the whole bunch in, so I ignore her hungry complaints. Wow. The phone wave, name subject to change, is simple to use. Is it? It's a microwave with a phone taped on. I never would have guessed that one. The number is already in my address book. I just need to call the phone wave. Now, where did I put my phone? I check my pants and coat pockets. Now, where did I put my phone? I check my pants and coat pockets. I like that repeated. Is this gonna keep repeating? No! He broke. The protagonist broke. Oh, thank God it was only a few times. Let's press the phone triggers button and call the cell phone and make a call to the phone wave name subject to change. It allows to confirm the controller settings from config of the system menu. Bro Kabe. Stop. Okay, so I'm supposed to press something different. But I don't know what the menu button is. No, it's not that. Hello, which one's the... I don't know. I wasn't given a tutorial of what buttons to press. It wasn't that. There it is. Okay, we're making progress. We got the phone. Maybe it's the letter M. It's apparently the letter C. I got the phone out. Nope. Did I use the mouse at all? Well, no, the mouse has never worked before. I got the phone out. Okay, you guys, you never guess which one is the menu button to get to this. It's apparently the number one. Well, anyways, full screen. We're already in full screen. Oh. Okay. Okay. Phone trigger. Okay, so Z and C for the phone trigger. High text is shift, apparently. Select, enter, text scroll tips. Okay. Automate backload. Okay, so that's just the function keys are all of the menu things. Interesting to know. That's for controller. I don't have a controller connected. Oh, I just had to hit enter. Are you kidding me? Life is hard. I guess open the address book. I was wondering what that phone wave contact was earlier. Okay. I'm so smart, guys. Anyways, phone wave. Call. Voice only. I'm connected. We're connected to the phone wave, guys. Hello. This is the phone wave. Name subject to change. Excellent. This is the voice of Mayushi Guidance, the system daughter program to operate the phone wave. Do you hear Mayushi's voice? Be quiet, I'm trying to listen. So mean. You can operate the timer from this menu. After pushing the pound button, please enter the heating time in seconds. For example, press pound 60 for 1 minute. For 2 minutes, press pound 120. Entering the command properly will cause the phone wave name subject to change to function like a normal microwave. Instead, we're going to deliberately mess up and enter 120 pound. Okay. 120 pound. That should do it. This method was originally a simple mistake on Mayuri's part, but it somehow starts the freezing process. The phone wave, named subject to change, comes to life. The turntable begins to rotate. Nice turntable, right? It's even spinning backwards. Backwards? I never noticed that. That might have serious implications if you look at quantum critical behavior driven by Hund's rule. Yeah, no. Not Hund's rule? No. Okay. The three of us wait and stare at the spinning bananas. After 120 seconds pass, the microwave chimes. Mayuri takes the bananas out. Gelbanas are ready. Bananas. I can words. Oh, good. The bananas have become not bananas. Gelatinous blobs coated with a thin membrane. Goo. After Mayuri discovered that the phone wave, named subject to change, had a freezing function, we attempted to freeze a bunch of bananas. This is what happened. It just gets more confusing each time. Maybe try something other than bananas. Maybe. Daughter, you wouldn't mind eating one of these, would you? Of course you wouldn't. It's for science. Your sacrifice will forever be remembered. Looked it up, definitely not Hun's rule. Please enlighten us about what Hun's rule is, because I don't know. They look really nasty. The taste doesn't matter. What matters is that you eat it. So come on, Daru. No need to be shy. Break a leg or a stomach and go for it. No way. Fine. Mayuri, the honor shall be yours. But bananas are all gloopy, droopy, soft, and squishy. I don't know what it is either, to be honest. We're both clueless together until now. Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity is a rule based on the observation of atomic spectra, which is used to predict the ground state of an atom or molecule, blah 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 blah, molecule with one or more open electronic shells. I didn't understand any of those words in that sequence. Wait, she already tried one? It had no flavor and wasn't tasty at all. Gloopy, droopy, soft, and squishy? Daughter, what do you think? Oh, throw it back to chemistry. I guess so. Sciencey words. Soft and squishy bananas? Huh? Soft and squishy banana. Mayushi, say your banana's all soft and squishy for me. Oh god. Akabe, you meanie, why don't you eat one? Oh my god. I mean... Taru-kun, your nose is bleeding. Please, just say it. Your bananas are all soft and... Don't make her say that, you perv. Daru retreats after I hit him with the tissue box. I think this is appropriate time for the one emote that I have. The fucking spray bottle. I guess not that anyone other than mods can use it because it's sub only. Sad. Anyways. Mayuri looks at us with an innocent smile. She doesn't get it, obviously. Anyway. They're gelatinous, a semi-solid state of matter. In other words, there is a possibility that the intermolecular bonds were weakened. Well, he's a mad scientist, not a mad geologist. It isn't his job to stick random stuff in his mouth. What could have partially liquefied the bananas? I've got it. I turn to the whiteboard and write freezing in the middle. Then I cross it out and slap the board with my hand. What we thought was a freezing function is actually something else. Man, I never would have guessed that one. A bold statement, if I do say so myself. So, why isn't anyone surprised? Now's the time to shout. What you say? Come on, don't be shy. Their reactions were pathetically weak. Mayuri probably didn't even understand half of what I said. We already knew that. Oh. The problem is we don't know what it is doing, or why it's doing it. If it's the opposite of freezing, then couldn't it be thawing them? If it was thawing them, then your chicken wouldn't have gone in more frozen, sweetie. What a silly question, Mayuri. What you're describing is just a normal microwave. Facts. Then, what is it? We don't know, and that's the problem. He's right. To be honest, I haven't a clue. I think I will pause here. Save. Yay. Now that we've saved, you can go ahead and escape. Yes, I understand, but that's why we saved. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. But yeah, thank you guys so much for popping in. I hope you've enjoyed stream, even with my avatar breaking. Why? Why did the Banui ears in the clip? My avatar is doing silly things. Anyways,